system of linear inequalities. What do we mean by a system? If we have more than one inequality, then we are trying to find a set of xy paths that will satisfy every single inequality that we have. And that is what we call a system. Here we have two inequalities. So this is a system with two linear inequalities. And when we find the common region between these two inequalities, we call that the solution region for the system. So if you pick any point in that region, it will satisfy both of those inequalities. So the very first step is to move x's and numbers to one side. So negative 3x moves to the other side, it becomes positive 3x. 4x moves to the other side, it becomes negative 4x plus 2. But we just need y on the left-hand side. So we've got to divide by 2 on both sides. So 2y over 2 would be greater than negative 4x over 2 plus 2 over 2. Those two will go away. Y is greater than negative 4 over 2 is negative 2. 2 over 2 is simply 1. So we need to sketch two lines. The first one is 3x plus 1. The second is minus 2x plus 1. Both, one line is increasing, the other one is decreasing. How do we graph this? So let's start with 3x plus 1. When x is 0, the y-intercept is just 1. When x is 1, I plug it in 3x plus 1. I get 3 plus 1, I would get 4. When x is minus 1, 3 times minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Excuse me, 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. Did some bad algebra there. Now we've got to do dotted lines. So it is an increasing line as expected, and the sign is greater than, so we are going to shade everything bigger than the line we just drew. So all of that will be a solution. Now we go to the second line, which is negative 2x plus 1. So negative 2x plus 1 is a decreasing line. The intercept, once again, is 0. So, excuse me, 1. So it just goes on top of what we had already. And start plugging in numbers for x. When x is 1, negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. So the line is right, excuse me, point is right over there. And when I plug in negative 1 for x, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Positive 2 plus 1 is positive 3. So that point is right over there. Now we're going to use dotted lines to connect the dots. And This equation suggests the second one, that y is bigger than negative 2x plus 1. So everything bigger than negative 2x plus 1 would mean all of those So you can see the overlapping region is the one that's right in the middle, right here, and that is the solution region. So that is the region that is common to both inequalities. So if we pick any point from that solution region, it will satisfy both the linear inequalities that we have. Calvin, the sign should not have flipped. It should be simply greater than. That's a good catch.